ranked team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's complete! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1. They'll run it. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So USC's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. They'll run the toss. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Trojans are on the move. The give is to Miller. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Bringing the heat. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Wormley. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. And the Trojans will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw, it's Fox. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Swings it out to the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a crease. It's Wormley. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
That's a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Alexander. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Hauls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on second and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Trojans! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They send the tight end in motion. Brown will throw it. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Cobb. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Pocket breaking down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sims. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Fox. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sims. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. In the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off to the races. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band... start playing.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Well, where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? New set of downs after the completion. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. With the catch, it's Sims. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wants to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run this play from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
The returner is tackled down at the 37, and the USC offense will take
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. There he goes. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Fox. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Trojans. And that one will give them the lead. They'll line up to go for 2. He's got it for the 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Brown wants to pass. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds his man. It's Sims. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Barnes. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll leave it with him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The RPO, it's complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Fox. He'll heave it deep. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You've got them right where you want it.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight. If you're the underdog winning this game.
A shot toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the ground, it's Alexander. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get backs to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Trojans inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to zero. The toss to the right. Got room to work. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll toss it to the left. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
At the 17-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. It's one thing to execute early in the game. A tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.